Alright, so you'll need 2 boxes of the stuffing mix, carrots, celery, turkey, and then you got the kid playing with the cart. Okay, make sure you guys wash your vegetables. So we're washing some celery, and then I got the carrots that you actually have to peel. I think it tastes better. Once we have them nice and washed and sliced up, then we simply chop them into small pieces. We're actually going to make the stuffing right now. So typically 2 stalks of celery, and then 2 carrots. Slice them down the middle. You want to get them as small and minced as you can. Get them nice and small. And then I simply have this nice and deep bowl. Works amazing. The carrots is super tough and it's hard to slice through. Once I get them chopped up in small pieces, put it all into a bowl. So I have the celery and the carrots, and then I'm moving on to the onion. So I'm using a sweet onion, and I cut it up as small as I can, and then I literally just chop away and just keep chopping because there we go. Put all of it into the bowl, and then I combine the cornbread stuffing mix in. I put 2 boxes of that in, which is kind of cheating because I'm kind of using a seasoned breading as it is. Take an egg and you mix it up. Pour that in there, and then you want to make sure you stir it really well. Then you actually want to take a full stick of unsalted butter, put it into a pan, and then pour it all into there and mix it very well. Then you want to get about 2 to 3 cups of water. I didn't measure the exact amount. Heat it up into a boil and then pour it in there. You want to have it almost like a fluffy, light mixture. You want the bread to have the moisture so it doesn't take it out of the turkey as you're cooking it, because this will actually be used inside the turkey. Stir that around, see how it's like nice and fluffy. And then we move on to the turkey. Now we got a Genio, I believe it's like 11, almost 12-pound turkey. A little bigger than I wanted to, but at the moment that's the smallest I could find. So once I cut that open, take it from there. And then I just pulled out a small bag of gravy. I ended up not using that. Just for this video, I'm not using it. And then I'm pulling out the neck. It kind of looks really disgusting, but it is what it is, right? So you want to make sure you have everything out of there. So I zoomed in. As you can see everything in there. So it's pretty much cleaned out. Make sure you guys rinse that well, rinse it off. And then also I'm pulling out I believe it's like a gizzard and heart and something else inside that bag on the other end of the turkey. So make sure you rinse out the turkey really well and clean it. Get the wings underneath the legs. Rinse it out inside quite a bit, let it fill up, and then pour it out a few times. Okay, so on this, I'm using a spatula, and literally I'm going between the skin and the actual meat itself on the top of the turkey. Okay, so you guys want to make sure the turkey skin is super tough, so it should work. I kind of saw this on something, so I thought I'd try it this time, and it worked amazingly good. According to my family members, it definitely left a lot of moisture and flavoring in the turkey. So make sure you guys get in there with spatula and separate the skin from the meat. So in a half stick of butter, mix ground pepper and then the Himalaya pink salt. Mix that up, and then I added actually I believe it's Penzeys garlic powder, and just put a little bit of that in there and mix it in there. And then yes, I wear gloves. I wear gloves all the time. I don't like to get messy, and I don't like to wash my hands over and over because it does dry them out, extremely dry them out. So I put on some gloves, and literally you take all the butter and you try to rub it between the skin and the actual meat and make sure you get it nice and coated in there. So you can use all the half stick of butter. And then the Reynolds Kitchen turkey bags. So I'm actually using the balanced organic flour from Target that I got. About 2 tablespoons. You don't need to be accurate. And then you kind of close the bag and then swish it around in there so the turkey doesn't actually stick to the bag. Once you get the turkey nice in there, open the bag up. Now take the stuffing and literally stuff it inside the turkey. Now this is about a 12-pound turkey, so if you get about maybe 14 to 15 pound, you maybe want to add another box. I would say every 5 pounds add another box of stuffing. So I compact the stuffing in there, and then I'm mixing up the other half of the stick of the butter with salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic, and then I literally just take it and rub it on the outside and make sure everything is nice and coated. Make sure it's all rubbed all over and nice and coated. Okay, see, once that's all coated and full of butter, now I forgot we need the vegetables underneath the turkey, so make sure you get the vegetables underneath the turkey. Just simply lift it up or put it in prior to putting the turkey in the bag. Now I'm actually closing the bag up, and there's little ties that you get with the actual bags. I'm separating it now, so this is kind of funny. I'm trying to put the tie on, and the problem I'm having is my glove is a little bit sticky from the butter, so it's really super greasy. Once I get it nice and tight, you want to stick 3 holes, 1 in the middle and 2 on the side. Okay, now bring it over, put it in the roaster. Set it in there at 500 or on high for 1 hour. And then put it down to 350. Now it can take anywhere from 2.5 hours to 3 hours after that, and you want to double check it. Now, do you see the pop-up red? That means the turkey's done. But you always want to double check it. Stick your thermometer in the thickest part of the meat of the turkey, and as you watch on the thermometer, I wanted to show you guys this. It has to reach 160 to be done. Let's see if it reaches it. All right, it reached 160. Take thermometer out. Now I use a pan so that way if it can catch any of the turkey drippings from the bag, if the bag has any holes. Cut open the bag. Peel it open. You guys, at this point, it smells so delicious. It's amazing. Grab a glass bowl, and I take out the stuffing and put it in there. Now, you guys don't mind me. This is my first time ever cutting a turkey. Normally, my brothers do. And this time I decided, obviously, it's my video. I might as well do the whole thing from A to Z. It's my first time cutting a turkey. Pretty interesting. It didn't go too bad. I was actually surprised. And there's a plate full of turkey, including the legs.